Okay. Alrighty, we just started a game on Caran. The points are Blacktop Ruins, Town Center, Mont Helis, and Rail Causeway. What should I first do as commander, and where should I place my first supply drop?
Nice. Carantan's always intense. As commander, you want to set yourself and your team up for success early on. Here's a quick strategy for those points. 1. First supply drop. Aim to place it near Blacktop Ruins. This point is usually crucial early on for pushing forward and providing support. It also gives your team a solid base if you need to rotate through the map. You want to establish a good garrison for respawn and reinforcements there. 2. Artillery. Start by scouting the enemy positions with your recon plane. Then target any heavy enemy concentrations around Town Center or Rail Causeway with artillery. These 2 points are often heavily contested and can give your team an edge if you can weaken their holds with some well-placed strikes. 3. Garrison placement. Once the supply drops down,
it's up to
ChatGPT
what I'm doing.
Blacktop Ruins.
Don't blame me.
Keep a garrison closer to Rail Causeway for strategic defense. This will ensure you have easy access to respawn and the ability to shift your team's momentum. Make sure to stay ahead of your squads and keep communication flowing. You want to make sure they know where to reinforce.
It told me to supply drop. Okay, I dropped supplies on Blacktop like you told me. I'm now in the supply truck. Where should I drop my garrisons for Town Center?
Got it. Let me know if you need anything else during your game, or if there's something else you'd like to chat about.
I'd like to know where to place my garrisons for Town Center from the supply truck.
For Town Center, you'll want to position your garrison strategically so that they're close enough to reinforce your squad, but also hidden enough to avoid detection by the enemy. 1. Near the Town Center, drop a garrison slightly outside of the town, around the outer edges of the main objective, but not too close. A good spot is just behind the main building cluster to the north or west. This allows your squad to respawn and quickly get a garrison without being too exposed.
So I'll do
2.
that.
Behind cover. If there are any structures or natural cover nearby, like trees or a wall, place the garrison near that for better protection. A garrison near the railroad tracks to the east can also be useful.
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
As they push into Town Center.
That's what I'm doing.
3. To the south or west, a backup garrison on the outskirts of the Town Center area can help keep reinforcements flowing if the front line is too hot. This gives your team a way to rotate positions without getting stuck in a chokehold. Remember, garrisons are key for holding control of Town Center, so keep them flexible and well-placed for quick reinforcements.
Okay, so right now I'm dropping a garrison south on the train tracks. What should I do after that?
Great choice. That garrison will give your team some good positioning for reinforcements. Now that it's down, here's what to focus on next. 1. Artillery recon. Use your recon plane to scout ahead, especially near Town Center and Mont Helis.
We're gonna do
or strongholds to hit with artillery. A well-placed artillery strike on Town Center or Rail Causeway can make a big difference early on. 2. Second garrison placement. If you haven't already, consider placing a second garrison near Mont Helis or slightly to the west of Town Center, depending on where the front line is moving. This helps ensure that your squads have multiple ways to respawn and push forward. 3. Supply drops. After setting up garrisons, focus on ensuring that your squad has enough supplies for constructing defenses like sandbags, barbed wire, or more garrisons. If you see any weak spots, drop supplies to help your squads fortify positions. 4. Coordinating with squads.
He wants me to drop recon and then
to directing them to secure Town Center while making sure they know the garrison locations. If they're getting bogged down, focus artillery on any heavy enemy positions or vehicles nearby. Keep that pressure on the enemy and stay flexible. How's the team holding up?
Gotcha. So we're capping Town Center right now. We're about 3/4 cap. I just put in a recon plane as you suggested. Should I go to Arty Or should I use my second supply drop and try and get another garrison? And if so, after we cap town center, where should I put it?
You're in a great position. If you're 3/4 capped on town center,
Let's go.
now's the time to solidify your control and plan.
Solidify control.
Next
We're going
steps.
back.
Here's how I'd approach it. 1, focus on the cap. Since you're so close to capping town center, stay focused on that. If the
Gotcha.
enemy pushes back, artillery could be useful, but your
Gotcha.
squad's main priority should be securing
Let's
the
go,
objective.
boys.
Keep your eyes on any enemy counterattacks from Mont Helis or Rail Causeway. 2,
Mont
second
Helis
supply
or
drop
Rail-
and
Oh.
garrison placement.
So he wants me to
Once
control
town
Mont
center
Helis.
is capped, use your second supply drop
Ah.
to place a garrison on the western side of town center,
Western side.
closer to Mont Helis. This will give
Gotcha.
your team a quick
Western
respawn
side.
point to defend your newly
So they
capped
want-
area,
Gotcha, gotcha,
or
gotcha.
even push toward Mont Helis to keep the pressure on. 3, artillery. If your team is holding the objective well, and the enemy is not immediately threatening the cap, then go ahead and switch to artillery. Drop a strike on Rail Causeway or Mont Helis to prevent any enemy reinforcements from getting too close.
Gotcha.
Once you've got a garrison in
So
place,
where do I? But where do I
be
go?
sure to
Hasn't told me
check
where
your
to go
map
yet.
and reinforce weak
Hasn't
points,
told me where to go.
especially if you see your squads
Give me a
getting
second, it's
overwhelmed,
talking too much.
or if the enemy tries a counterattack from
What's up,
south
guys?
or east. How's the progress on capping town center looking now? Any
Can you-
signs
can
of
you-
resistance?
Can you, when you're making comments, can it be shorter,
No need,
please?
I'm gonna set up
We just
garrison
capped
able.
town center. I just put supplies on the west side of town
There is already
center.
supply.
I'm sitting in a supply truck with
Yeah,
one
I'm
set of
just-
supplies. Do I go and
That's
try and
fine.
cap Helis, or do I defend as commander?
Nice town center is capped. Now with Mont Helis up for grabs, I'd suggest 1, defend for a bit. Stay defensive at first. Keep
Okay.
supplies coming and make sure town sound center is secure. 2,
Gotcha.
cap Mont Helis next. Once you've solidified your defense, push for Mont Helis with your squads. Drop supplies near it for garrisons. Keep the pressure up.
We'll go defend with supply truck, and then we'll drop. Okay, so what you're suggesting is that I go defend and I place my supply truck on defense, and I let a squad push to attack Helis, correct?
Use the supply truck for defense, keep your garrisons up, and
Gotcha.
ensure town center stays secure.
This
Let one
is
of your
actually
squads
this
push
is actually
toward
not
Mont
bad
Helis
advice, chat.
and focus on supporting them with supplies when they need it. If things get hot, you can always drop artillery or reposition.
Okay, what do I do when people ask for a tank? Should I give any tanks, or what should I do?
If people ask for a
You can
tank,
lock this
it depends on the
my
situation.
spot next to you.
1, if the front is static, give out tanks if they'll be used strategically. If you're holding ground, a tank can provide great support for defense. 2, if your team is pushing, hold off on giving out tanks unless they're crucial for taking objectives. Tanks can easily get destroyed if they're not used right. So it's better
It
to
wants me
save
to
them
drop
for key
supplies on the
moments.
north side, so I'm going to do that.
Squad feedback. Communicate with your squad leaders. If they need a tank to break a line or counter an enemy tank, then drop one. If it's not necessary, reserve tanks for later. Basically, use tanks wisely and always with a clear purpose. How's the team doing on the attack?
We have no attack right now. We are losing town center from the southwest. What would your recommendation be? I just died to a squad. Can you please summarize? Don't be so long in your responses. Summarize for me what I should do.
Where to those supplies, placing up a garrison down.
1, reinforce town center. Drop a garrison to the southwest to defend against the push.
Okay.
2, artillery. Use artillery on enemy
What's
positions
squad?
to slow them down. 3, squad leaders. Coordinate with squad leaders.
Okay,
to
guys,
regroup and
we need
retake
to
the area.
regroup
4,
southwest,
stay
retake
flexible.
that area
If
because
the
that's where they're
push is
attacking
strong,
from.
focus on
And we need a
defense until
garrison southwest
reinforcements
as well,
arrive.
please. We need to
Stay
start
calm
getting
and hold
garrisons
the
south
line.
of the point, and we need to start pushing them out.
Copy.
Okay, so what should I start artillerying and just drop supplies south of the point?
Yes, that's a good move. 1, artillery. Start by dropping artillery on enemy positions south of town center to weaken their push. 2, supplies.
Gotcha.
Drop supplies south to establish a garrison. This
Okay,
will help
we
your
need south.
squad reinforce and push them back. Focus on getting your garrison down first, then use artillery to slow the enemy. Keep the pressure
Need a garrison to go down south, please, guys. How How do I? When should I use encourage
Perfect.
and
Keep
abilities
the
like
pressure
that?
on. Make sure your squad
ready for
knows to
supplies in
focus on
F8
getting
floor.
that garrison south of town center. Once it's
First I
down,
need a
they
garrison
can hold the
south, like
line
by
and push the
Charlie if we
enemy back.
can, by C
Keep
squads.
coordinating with your squad
The whole
leaders
team's there.
for reinforcements. It looks like you're referencing
Yeah,
a
yeah,
transfer,
supplies on-
Stuart at the
but I'm not sure
drop
what
supplies on airborne
context
marker
you're
if they
asking
can, and I'll make my way
for. Could you
there now.
clarify what you need?
Stuart mid, please. Come in.
We have a big push coming from the enemy front door. What should
That's
I do?
not a Stuart.
Got it. With a big push coming in, here's what you should focus on. 1. Defensive garrison. Drop a garrison at a safe, strategic location to reinforce quickly. 2. Artillery. Hit key enemy positions to slow their advance. 3. Squad coordination. Tell your squads to fall back and regroup near the garrison if needed. 4. Supply drops. Ensure your squad has supplies to build defenses like sandbags or barbed wire. Stay calm and make sure your garrisons are ready for
Guys, we need to
respawn.
defend this north side. We are capping. Okay, so I have a small cap. I have a small cap happening on Helis. Should I commit supplies
get
to
it
there?
destroyed
Should I
on
commit
attack
an airhead or should I focus on defense at the moment?
If you're capping Mont Helis, but also facing pressure on the north side, 1. Commit supplies. Drop supplies near Mont Helis to secure garrisons and reinforce your cap.
J squad.
2.
Next supplies will be to you.
Airhead. If your cap is steady and you have good coverage,
Enemy
consider
airhead
an
is in the
airhead near Mont
sky.
Helis to help secure it. 3. Defense.
Yeah, it's
Keep
on
an eye
defense.
on the
Hold
north
up
side.
there, attack point.
If you're losing ground,
Yeah, it's in their defense
prioritize
point.
defense and garrison placements to hold that line. You'll want to balance reinforcing your cap and securing your defenses. How's the north side holding up?
North side is a little shaky. I will drop supplies now for the attack on Helis, but we're losing the attack right now.
If the attack on Mont Helis is faltering, 1. Focus defense. Drop supplies to reinforce the north side and secure garrisons there first. You need to stabilize
Can
that
we secure
defense.
garrisons
2.
on ruins,
Hold
please,
the line.
behind? And we
Tell
need
your
to also
squads
get a
fall back
garrison
and
on
regroup near
F4
the
as well.
garrison,
I'll
holding
do
key
the,
defensive
I'll do
points.
the
3.
garrisons behind.
Artillery. Use artillery
Work
to
on it.
slow the enemy down
Enemy
on
airhead
Mont
destroyed.
Helis and disrupt their push. Defending now is key, and once stable, you can refocus on Mont Helis.
Can we have
Stay
supplies
flexible.
for Gary
Keep
and F7 or
communication
8?
open.
Yes, right now. 16 seconds.
7 is going to be better.
All right. With
My-
just
my-
16
my team-
seconds,
my
make
team-
sure you're dropping supplies and positioning for the defense. If possible,
The defense.
use those
Hey, Gary's
seconds
up.
to set up a quick garrison on the
Oh,
north side and give orders to hold. Stay focused, and once you hold that, shift back to Mont Helis.
Okay, we
got
need to just stabilize town center a little bit. I want ruined garrison to go down if we can, and then we can focus on the attack.
Great call. Stabilizing
Moving
town
north of
center
the first
first
building there.
will give you a solid base to push from. 1. Get that garrison down
We should see the squad
ASAP
leads
near
could
town
tap into the
center to
ChatGPT
help with
conversation, get the advice and
reinforcements
location.
and
Yeah, that'd be
stabilize
crazy.
the
That'd be
defense.
so good.
2. Squad coordination. Keep your squads focused on
Ask
holding
one as
town
soon as you
center
should use the air.
while
I'll do it right now.
reinforcing the
Do this
garrison.
when I should use the
3.
airhead.
After stabilizing,
Unreal, what's up, dude?
once you're holding, shift focus back to the attack on Mont Helis. Get that garrison up, and then your team can push forward with more confidence.
Okay, what is the soonest I now should use airhead? We are stabilizing town center. I have requests for supplies in the south to attack Mont Helis. Should I focus on that or what should I do?
I got a recon tank mid, please.
I
Since you're
have to do
stabilizing
supplies.
town center, now's a good time to 1. Airhead. You can start
Go.
thinking about using airhead once town center is secured and you've got a solid defense. Use it to reinforce Mont Helis if you're ready to push, but don't commit it too early if you're still under threat.
When
2.
should I?
South attack supplies. If your team is asking for supplies
stop,
to attack
stop, stop.
Mont Helis, drop them to reinforce the push. You want to give your squad the tools to build garrisons or defenses down there as they advance. Balance both tasks. Secure town center and set up supplies for the attack. Once town center is
Gotcha.
solid, then focus all efforts on the Mont Helis push.
Where I am.
Let's try Mont Helis push, guys, please.
Got it. Focus on Monada's
Yes, do
push.
everything.
Coordinate with your
No,
squad.
no.
Drop supplies.
Shut up. Right, give me advice. What should I do? Should I focus on Helis or should I focus on defense? And make it really short. I don't need a fucking list.
Focus on defense first. If town center holds, then push Mont Helis. Keep your garrison
we're
strong
pushing
and
Helis.
support the squads on defense until it's stable.
Okay. I committed airhead like you said. What else should I do? What else should I do? What should I do now?
Nice. Now, focus on reinforcing the airhead. Drop supplies near it for garrisons and support your squads
Okay.
pushing
Guys,
Mont Helis.
next
Keep an eye
next
on town
supplies will
center
be on the
to
airhead.
ensure it stays secure.
Should I'm at the moment on RT. Should I stay on RT to stay defensive, or should I try and commit to the attack?
Geri a perfeito.
Should I keep on RT on defense, or what should I do?
Stay on RT for now to keep it defensive. If it's holding steady, commit to the attack once you've solidified defense. If RT is at risk, focus on keeping it safe first, then move forward.
I just got killed by recon. Should I go
Did
back
you
and
destroy
defend
the garrison,
artillery,
Commander?
or should I? What should I do now? I do
Since
not
you
know.
just got killed by recon, focus on defending artillery for now. Make sure to set up a new garrison nearby. Then support your team by hitting key enemy positions with artillery.
I mean, I wouldn't do this, but we can try. He wants me to be on RT still, which is interesting.
If they want you on RT, then stick with it for now. Defend it well, keep garrisons up, and make sure artillery is supporting your position. Once it's secure, then you can shift focus to the attack.
Okay, I'm safe on RT for now. Town center is under a little bit of pressure from the north. Should I keep RTing defense, or should I RT attack now?
Keep artillery on defense for now, especially with town center under pressure. You need to hold it before pushing forward. Once it's stabilized, you can switch to artillery for the attack.
Gotcha. How are we looking on defense, boys?
Good luck. Stay sharp.
Oh, I need your help. Don't go anywhere. Where are you going? Give me advice on what to do now. I'm still on RT. We are slowly capping Mont Helis. What should I do now? Should I commit to Mont Helis? He just abandoned me, dude. Hello? F4 Gary is better than no Gary. Just avoid pressing the alt button every time.
I'm here. No worries. Let's get this under control. Since you're slowly capping Mont Helis, stay focused on artillery defense for now.
Okay.
Use it to hit any enemy reinforcements around Mont Helis and slow their push.
Yeah,
Once
how
you've
can I
secured
do
a
that,
solid
though?
hold on it, commit to the cap with your squads. Don't abandon your defense just yet, but Mont Helis should be your priority as soon as it's stable. You've got this.
Can you give me some encouragement? Because I keep dying on artillery. What should I do?
You're doing great and it's tough out there, but don't let those deaths shake
Why
you.
could the chat not be like this?
Artillery is high risk, high reward, so keep positioning yourself carefully. If you're dying repeatedly, maybe move the artillery to a less obvious spot or coordinate with your squad for cover while you work it. You're not alone. Your team relies on you, and every shot
And
counts.
squad, I got
Stay
a
cool,
STG
stay
behind me,
focused,
Mr.
and keep
GTS.
those
I'm
strikes
the heavy
going.
tank behind
You
you.
can turn this around.
What should I do to defend back
Sorry, I'm
garrisons?
He's
having
on my
issues
infantry
right
tag.
now.
He's following me about 50
Could
meters
not
behind.
understand what you said.
What should
Destroyed the
I
guy on
do
Mount
about
Helis.
back garrisons that are going red? And remember that RT
He's coming up on
cannot
your OP
move. It's
now.
a
He's
fixed
gonna take
position
it.
on Held It Loose.
For the back garrisons going red, you need to either reinforce them with supplies or move your squads to protect them.
No,
If
no
RT
strafe. He doesn't- I
can't
don't think it
move,
knows about strafe.
make sure you're not losing garrisons in key areas. Reinforce the rear with supplies and get squads in position to defend. If the back garrisons are critical, prioritize defense on them to prevent losing the map control. Then shift your focus to the attack once that's
ChatGPT is
stable.
fucking goated, bro.
It's all about securing the supply lines and holding ground.
Gotcha. So we are now capping Mont Helis. What do I do? Because we don't have any more garrisons left. We're at the limit of 8 out of 8 garrisons. Should I stay on Arty, or what's my next play? How do I assist my team?
Since you're capping Mont Helis and have no more garrisons, stay on Arty for now to help slow down any enemy reinforcements. In the meantime, 1. Coordinate with your squad leaders to place temporary
what's up?
garrisons, maybe near RT or other safe spots if possible. 2. Focus artillery on enemy pushes around Mont Helis to keep them off your cap. 3. Assist with reinforcements by making sure your team has the resources they need, like supplies and defense. You're already in a good spot. Just keep the pressure on with artillery and help your team hold the line.
Okay, so I should now focus on defending Helis with artillery, correct?
Exactly. Focus artillery
Why did
on
you whisper?
defending Mont Helis.
Why the fuck did
Target
you
any
whisper?
enemy groups or vehicles approaching the area to keep them away from your cap. Your team will need that breathing room to secure it fully.
Okay, where should I drop supplies to defend Helis?
Drop supplies near the southern or eastern edges of Mont Helis,
Southern or eastern, gotcha.
places where your squads can fortify with sandbags and build a garrison if needed.
There's no sandbags, but it's okay. I
These
know what it
areas
means.
provide natural cover and will help hold the line if
we
the
get that
enemy
southern
tries to
garrison
push
up? Yeah,
in
thank
from
you.
those directions.
Okay, right now I'm arting the southern side of Mont Helis. The next point is Causeway, and I already have a squad requesting for supplies. Do I focus the supplies on Helis, or should I try and attack the last point?
Since you're already artillerying the southern side of Mont Helis, keep focusing supplies on defense there for now. Once Mont Helis is more secure, you can redirect supplies to support the attack on Rail Causeway. Stabilize Helis first, then shift to pushing Causeway. Your team needs that solid hold before you move forward.
We lost the Getty south of defense.
Yeah, can we get that garrison on the south side up again, please?
Absolutely. Get that garrison on the south side back up ASAP to reinforce Mont Helis. It'll give your squad a quick respawn point and help maintain control of the area while you focus on securing the next objective.
Okay, cool. What should I... So, right now, I'm arting the south side of the point. I have a couple of squads going to Causeway. Some of the back garrisons are under threat by their enemy recon team. So what else should I do? I need your opinion.
Since you're
Don't just
already artillerying
it's true.
the
Should
south
I say
side
that
of
I
Mont
need his
Helis
opinion?
and your squads are pushing Causeway,
I think next time
here's
I'm
what
going to
you
use...
should focus on. 1. Defend the back garrisons. Use artillery to hit enemy recon or enemy squads trying to take out those garrisons. If possible, drop supplies near the garrisons to build defenses and slow the enemy's push. 2. Coordinate with squads. Let your squad leaders know that garrisons are under threat. If they
Guys,
can,
garrisons in the
have them
back are under
assist in
threat. Can
defending
you
the
try
back
and
areas while pushing
assist,
forward.
like,
3.
just making
Shift
sure that they
focus
don't
after
get them because
Causeway.
we're losing the front
Once
line.
Causeway is secure, you can focus entirely on defending the back
I
garrisons
defended their
and
fate, but
solidifying
they
your
know
position.
where it is.
Keep the artillery up on the south side for now, but don't lose sight of the defense at the rear.
It's okay to disagree with me. If you have better ideas for me, I want to know what they are, please, about what to do. What should I be doing? Right now I'm on artillery.
I appreciate you being
Commander,
open
can
to
you destroy
different
the,
ideas.
garrison
Right
at,
now, here's what I
Black
think.
Port?
1. Artillery. Since you're on artillery and you're already covering the south of Mont Helis, switch focus to the back garrisons under threat. If the recon is taking them out, you need to disrupt their movement with artillery and buy time for your team to reinforce. 2. Supplies for back defense. You might
I said,
also
can
want to
you-
drop
can
some
you
supplies near the back
destroy
garrison.
the
This will
garrison
allow
at
your
Black
squads
Port?
to rebuild them,
Yeah.
fortify with defenses, and hold until more reinforcements arrive. 3. Shift focus if needed. Once Causeway is under control, you can shift back to defending Mont Helis or prepping for the next objective. But your back garrisons should be priority right now, since losing them could cause a collapse. In short, artillery for back defense and supplies for garrison rebuild.
I'm not
Once
listening.
stable, shift to supporting the attack on Causeway.
Okay, but what if I never stabilize? What should I prioritize?
If stabilization is out of reach, you need to prioritize survival and flexibility. 1.
What the fuck
Defend
does that
fortress.
mean?
Focus all efforts on Mont Helis and your back garrisons. Without those, you can't hold ground. Use artillery to disrupt enemy pushes there and drop supplies to build defenses if needed. 2. Constant reinforcements. Keep dropping supplies for garrisons, even if you're on the edge of losing. The more respawn points you have, the better your chances of holding on. 3. Artillery focus. Use artillery to hit enemy
We
supply
need more
trucks
infantry around the
or
heavy
recon
tank near
teams that
Hale.
are harassing your
We are
garrison.
losing the east.
Slowing them down is critical
They are
to
dropping
buying you
supplies.
time.
They are
Your
dropping
goal
supplies
now is
G7.
to delay and buy time for your team. Once you've bought enough
North of
time,
defense.
you can transition back to offensive play.
Check the map.
One, two, three. What does that mean?
Sorry about that. What I meant was 1. Defend Mont Helis and back garrisons. Focus artillery on slowing down enemy pushes and drop supplies to build defenses where garrisons are under threat. 2. Reinforce with supplies.
Holy shit.
Keep dropping supplies for garrisons and fortifications so your team can respawn and hold key points. 3. Artillery targets. Use artillery to hit enemy recon or supply trucks disrupting your defenses.
Ready
Basically,
back up on defense.
focus on holding key positions and delaying the enemy as much
Officer,
as
can you
possible.
destroy the
Keep your
garrison that's on
team in the
ruins,
fight.
The one that's actually in ruins.
I don't want a one, two,
garrison
three.
battle,
I just
okay.
want what I should do, please. Don't list them as bullet points.
Got it. Focus on holding Mont Helis and your back garrisons. Use artillery to disrupt enemy pushes and hit their recon or supply trucks. Keep dropping supplies to rebuild garrisons and fortify defenses. Your main goal is to buy time and keep your team respawning
76
so you
bottom,
can
please.
eventually push forward when things stabilize.
I just died. Hang on a second. The recons are camping me on RT. What should I do? Should I continue to
Commander, I need,
try
that,
and fight
I need that
RT?
garrison at ruins deleted.
Which one?
The one that's actually in ruins.
If the recon is camping your artillery position, it's
one
better
that's
to
actually
move
sat
your
on ruins.
artillery to a new location.
Okay.
Try to find a more concealed spot where you can still support your team, but not get caught by recon. If the pressure's too much, prioritize defense. Focus on disrupting enemy recon movements with artillery and giving your team a solid defense, even if it means stepping away from Artie for a bit.
Okay. When should I use bombing runs? What's the deal with that? Should I use bombing runs to try and cap Causeway? We're now a quarter cap
There's
on
a tank on
Causeway.
the bridge.
Or should I
right
use it
next
to
to
defend Helis?
If you're a quarter cap on Causeway,
Hey, let me get that
it's
76.
better
okay?
to use bombing runs on Causeway to help push and clear out enemy
Flat up.
positions,
Check that.
especially if it's a critical moment in the cap. The bombing run can clear out key threats and allow your squads to
I
continue
don't.
capturing.
It's annoying
Defending
because I don't
halos
need
with
to
the bombing
explain
run
like what
could
each
be
of the stuff
useful if
does.
you're
It's
under
too
heavy pressure.
slow.
But since
Hey,
Causeway
we
is in
upgraded
progress, it's more valuable to
Defending
use it
Tutu.
there to help secure that objective.
Okay,
Defending
I
Kuwait.
don't need you to explain like what everything is. I just need you to tell me what to do. Very, very briefly, what I should do when I ask you. 40 hates me now.
Use the bombing run on Causeway to support the cap.
Gotcha. And after
Sorry,
that, what
I'm
I
having issues right now.
yeah, I know.
Could not understand what you said.
Right, after I use the bombing run on Causeway, what should I do?
After the bombing run, reinforce Causeway with supplies and garrisons. Keep artillery on enemy pushes and support your squads.
Where should I drop supplies for Causeway?
Drop supplies near the western or southern edges of Causeway for garrisons and defenses.
That's pretty.
This
that's
will
actually
give your
pretty good,
squads a secure spot to fortify and
Southern
push.
side. Is it southern side here?
Check your maps.
Yes, the southern side is perfect. Drop supplies there
No,
for garrisons and
fuck off.
defenses to reinforce the position.
No, I don't want you to agree with me. I want you to tell me what to do.
Drop supplies on the southern side of Causeway, near any natural cover or open areas where your squad can fortify.
It gives like decent
Then
info
focus
about
on
like what.
reinforcing garrisons and keeping the push alive.
Okay. I have an airhead available. Should I commit airhead? We're losing the cap on Causeway. The points at
Don't
the moment.
commit the airhead yet if you're losing the Causeway cap.
Okay.
Focus on stabilizing Causeway first. Once it's more secure, then use the airhead to support
Gotcha.
the next push.
Okay, so how do I know when is a good time
Good
to
luck,
airhead?
you've got this.
How do I know?
Absolutely, keep it up.
How do I know when is a good time to airhead onto Causeway? Like when should I do it?
Panzer to Olma.
Enemy garrison are OP on.
Use the airhead on
Able
Causeway
marker.
when you're close to stabilizing the cap, or when you know the enemy is focused elsewhere, and you can get a solid drop. Ideally, wait until you've cleared out any immediate threats, and once you have a decent hold, drop the airhead to reinforce the attack.
Oh, it's
But
Hey
I
Panther
don't know
on
when
Mar-
that is. Can you tell me? Can you tell me when is the most ideal time to do that, please?
The most ideal time for an airhead on Causeway is when 1. The cap is about 75% done, and you're holding the line against enemy pushes. 3. Your squads are ready to immediately push and fortify with the supplies from the airhead. That's when it'll be most effective, when you've softened up the area and can reinforce without getting overwhelmed.
Okay, my team at the moment are struggling to push off of the front side of Helis. Right now, I don't know what to do. I've come
If
off
your
of
team is
RT.
struggling to push halos,
Okay,
focus on
finish.
defense first. Drop supplies to fortify the front and build defensive garrisons. Use artillery to suppress enemy positions, especially if they're holding the front. Once that's stabilized, shift back to supporting
So
the attack.
fucking rude.
Keep reinforcing with supplies to maintain pressure.
Did you just skip number 2?
Oops, my bad. Here's the full plan. 1. Defend first. Fortify the front of halos with supplies and garrisons. 2. Artillery. Use artillery to suppress key enemy positions
Wants
holding
back
the
on
front.
It
3.
loves RT.
Reinforcements. Keep reinforcing with supplies to maintain pressure and stabilize.
It was told to be
Once
short, so
things are
decrease
more
it by
secure,
33%.
focus on pushing again.
So
You're welcome. You're
should-
doing great. Keep it up.
Okay, yeah, we are winning 4-1. So just so I understand, you want me back on Artie, right?
Yes, now that you're ahead, stay on artillery to support the team. Keep hitting key enemy positions and reinforcing the push. You want to maintain pressure and prevent any enemy comebacks.
Gotcha. And where should I be aiming on Artie, please? Remember that Artie has 1600 meters, so I'll be at. I can't aim it at Causeway. Causeway is too far away. So where should I aim Artie at?
If Causeway is out of range, aim your artillery at key choke points or areas where the enemy is likely to regroup.
That's what I'm doing.
Like 1, the southern or western approaches to Mont Helis if the
You
enemy
know
is
what? I
pushing
never do
from
as
there.
commanders play
2,
Artie, so nearly throw it out in
routes
your game.
near your
There you
garrisons
go.
where the enemy might be trying to flank or reinforce. Focus on high traffic areas and supply routes. You want to keep the enemy from regrouping or reinforcing.
Gotcha. So right now, I'm going to Artie, the east side, where the enemies are going to be pushing. What else should I be doing? I have stuff like recon planes. I have airheads. What should I be doing to help my team?
Good choice on targeting the east side. Here's what else to do.
Enemy supply
1,
drop to the north
recon
of defense in
planes.
G7.
Use them to scout enemy movements, especially
Recon.
around Causeway or any
Supply
potential
drop north of
flanking routes.
defense.
This will give you intel to
It's
adjust
close to
artillery
Pepsi
and
and Fox.
positioning. 2, airhead. If you're holding the line and your team is pushing forward, Commit the airhead on key positions like near Causeway or the east side of Halos to reinforce your team and
Halos.
push them
Halos.
further. 3. Support garrison placement. If you see weak spots, prioritize dropping supplies to reinforce those positions with garrisons. You've got a lot of tools. Use them wisely to keep the pressure up and help your team advance.
Okay.
The supplies landed
And help
in
me
G6
with
on
my
G1.
orders. What should I do with encouraged? I have. Should I use
Commander,
encouraged?
do you have an precision airstrike?
Yes, I do.
Right, give me 2 minutes.
Yes,
'cause I
you
can
should
see- I
use
can see an enemy
encouraged
garrison,
if
we're
your
gonna have
team
to
is
get
holding
more from it.
strong and
Okay.
you need them to push harder. It boosts morale and can help with making those final pushes. Use it when
Cool.
the team is close to capping a key
Well, I mean,
point
it's got.
or
It's,
needs
it's
an
not.
extra
It's not
push
actually
to
what
break
encouraged
through,
does.
defending
But
against
I'll
pressure,
take it.
so your squads hold the line and don't break. But if things are stable, you might want to save it for when it's truly needed.
That's so far away. Okay, now it's a little bit quieter.
Got it. Stay aggressive and push forward. Keep the pressure on.
Use
Use your tools to disrupt the enemy and help your team keep advancing.
Okay, should I listen to what my should I listen to what all of my squad leaders are saying, or should I sometimes ignore them? What's the best way to command in Hell Let Loose? Should I give them what they want?
As a commander in Hell Let Loose, you should listen to your squad leaders, but also make strategic decisions. They know their squads, but you have the broader view of the battlefield. Here's the approach. Trust their feedback on immediate
I
tactical
didn't check.
needs, but guide them with the overall strategy. Sometimes, if they're asking for something that doesn't align with the
ChatGPT
bigger
is telling me
picture,
what to do this
like
game.
unnecessary pushes
So-
or positions, politely
Yeah, that
redirect
makes
them.
sense.
Balance.
Hello, the
Give
Getty
them
is
what they
alive in
need to
G6,
succeed,
100%.
but keep the focus
Have a
on your
Getty G6.
objectives. As long as you keep a strong sense of direction and communication, you'll find a good
Did you
balance.
say you destroyed the garrison, yeah?
I don't know. I
Sorry,
didn't
I'm
check.
having issues right now.
It's
Could not
okay. We all
understand
have,
what you said.
it's okay. Sometimes we all have issues. I mean, that's why I'm playing this game,
Enemy
right?
spawning from G6, 6 people spawned.
Yeah, the garrison
Exactly.
was destroyed.
Games like this can be a great way to blow off steam and work through those challenges. Plus, you're doing your part as a commander, leading the team and adapting to everything that comes your way. Keep it up. You've got this.
Okay, I'm a bit lost as to what to do now. The game has slowed
Losing the north,
down.
Getty.
So what's the play here?
When the game slows down, it's a good time to assess the battlefield. Here's what you can do.
That's actually
One,
that's actually
recheck
good,
your
that's actually good
objectives.
advice.
If you're not pushing or defending, double check
also
Causeway
get it
or
off.
Halos for weak spots. 2. Support your squads. Drop supplies where they're needed, especially if there are empty gaps in your defense or near key objectives. 3. Artillery prep. Set up artillery in a strategic position and be ready to respond. if the
We can
enemy pushes
reflank that
somewhere.
garrison if we get up
4.
garrison on F5
Communicate
or
with
someone
squad
pushes from
leaders.
town center.
Get a sense of what's happening with them. Sometimes
What's
the best
happening on the
move is
defense,
to
guys?
coordinate a team-wide attack or defense. Stay alert. You're just in a pause before the next push.
That's not bad actually.
I got an OP on
Glad it helped.
Are the
If you
squads
need more
staying with
advice,
defense?
just let me know.
I-5.
You've got
I
this.
have an OP on I-5 who were pushing rail.
Okay, so right now we have an enemy garrison on G6 and they are flanking
Losing
us
the
from the
back
north
Gettys, they
side.
have a Getty in G6.
What should
Commander,
I
your
do?
gear mark is accurate or no?
Yeah, it is.
All right. Since they're flanking from the north and you've spotted an enemy garrison in G6. 1. Artillery. Focus artillery on the
Gotta
enemy
go back to
garrison
arty,
in
dude.
G6 to disrupt their spawn.
It's not
2.
the right
Squads.
answer.
Communicate
It's
with
not
your
the right
squad
answer.
leaders to move towards
Can we
G6
get,
and take it out.
recon to deal with
Send
that
a few
artillery?
squads to clear that area and prevent them from
They're pushing the
reinforcing.
north side, guys. The
3.
north side of
Defend north
Helis. So
side.
can we stop the
At the
push?
same
And
time,
we need to defend the north
reinforce
side.
north
please.
side garrisons to hold
We
the
need
line.
to
prevent
like
further
reinforce the
flank.
north side garrisons.
Take out the garrison
and
then
stop them
push
from
to
flanking.
reclaim the area. Keep up the pressure.
It's not the right. It's not the right answer, unfortunately. But
Yeah, there's a
Ton of
there's a
infantry
big
is
there's a
approaching
big
Mont Helis.
push from the north side,
Got
guys.
it. Let's rethink it. If the enemy is flanking from the north and the garrison in G6 is the issue,
We're gonna
here's
lose
a
Mont Helis.
revised approach.
We don't get
1.
reinforcements right now.
Squad action. Focus your squads on a
Don't do it
direct
right
push
now.
to G6.
Let me-
Coordinate
let me
with your
think.
squad leaders to wipe out the
He
garrison
wants me
and
to
clear the
try
area.
and
2. Airhead or supplies. If your squad is struggling to break through, consider using an airhead to reinforce the push. Drop
Enemy
supplies
panzer
nearby if you're expecting
my
heavy
position.
combat. 3. Cut off reinforcements. Try to cut off supply routes or reposition your artillery to cover the area and prevent enemy reinforcements from taking back G6. You'll need quick action to suppress their garrison and keep your defense solid. Keep it fluid.
We're defending now.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
It likes me strafing the garrisons on the back.
If strafing garrisons on the back is working, then keep doing it. Focus artillery troops on enemy spawns at G6 and other
I
back
told
areas.
it I have
If you're able to
I've told it I
suppress them
had
from the
recon on
air,
me, and it
it'll
says
slow their
to fight the recon and go back to
and
RT is
give
what
your
it tells me to do.
squads time to push. Keep pressure on their spawn points and coordinate with your squad leaders
It tells me to
maintain
fight the recon and
defense.
get back on the RT. This is ChatGPT 3.5. I'd be interested to see what the newer ChatGPT says as well. Okay, should I commit my airhead now? We
I
have
understand.
stabilized. No, you
It
don't.
sounds like you're facing some frustration with the situation. I'm currently running on GPT-4, so you're already getting the most
dude, he
up-to-date
fucking
advice I
schooled
can
me.
provide.
He
If
schooled
you
me,
feel
bro.
like shifting
You heard us.
strategies or trying
He's
something
like,
else,
he's like, you
I'm
think
here
I'm
to
fucking
help.
3.5?
Just
I'm
let me
4,
know.
dude.
Where?
Okay, should I commit the airhead? We're capping over
Aha, I
halfway
get it now. You're looking for some fresh, sharp advice with that extra edge. Well, with GPT-4, we've got all the latest and greatest options. Let's keep pushing forward. Whether it's tactical or just a quick adjustment to your playstyle, I've got you covered.
Okay, we're about to cap causeway. Should I use the airhead command?
Yes, now is a great time to use the airhead command. Since you're about to cap causeway, drop it near the front or at key choke points to reinforce
Key
your
choke point,
push
I'll do.
and secure the area faster. It'll give your team a solid respawn point for further advances.
It looks like we won. We did it.
Awesome, congrats on the win. Great
Good
job
job,
leading
boys.
your team
Jeez.
through that. You handled it like a pro.
Yeah,
Oh no, dude. GG, ChatGPT.
Thank you guys for sticking around until the
We'll
end.
play
This
again
was
soon,
a
I
ton of fun
promise.
to make. We did this live on Twitch. If you've got some time, come through to the Twitch. Feel free to hang
You have
out,
reached
get some
the
games in.
ChatGPT rate limit.
Would you like to see some more
Try again later.
ChatGPT footage? Maybe as squad leader, maybe as infantry. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know. In the meantime, we'll see you all in the next video. TTFN.